Oh, you remember to turn your volume down.
Yeah. I will.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, 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 hello.
We're just getting set up here. We're like an hour late, and now we're like another couple minutes late. Because
6 minutes to be exact.
Yeah, because why? An hour late.
Because of electronics.
Because of electronics.
My goodness.
Oh my gosh, we're both
you rookie.
No, you're the rookie.
We're both rookies today.
I'm like, why is it not even like, it says, I can't even like get the, it's like being
we almost
so
didn't go
weird.
live.
We still might not be going live.
Yeah, I don't even know if we are
Hi,
live
Saturnian Sun.
Are we live?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm trying.
Are we live?
I don't know. I think we're live. Hello, good people.
Okay,
I guess.
girl, how was it? It was fabulous, but are we clear? Can everybody hear us?
Let me get the
We've
chat
been having
going.
really technical difficulties tonight.
This has been a project of like Emily. Hey, Emily. I don't even know what's going on.
Frustrations.
It's the frustrations of the frustrations.
As our friend Seven would say, it's that negative convergence.
No, the convergent neg.
Yes, that's
the convergence neg. The convergence neg, which is, we did really great during our trip.
Yeah,
we did really great getting home.
Friday on, actually Thursday after my daughter's surgery, everything went really smooth. Like from the surgery on, actually, everything really started to smooth out.
Mm-hmm. And then we got home and everything was good, and we got good rest today.
Yeah.
And your phone sideways, honey.
I know, because I can't do any other. My chat won't show it up. I can't do that.
And have your phone plugged in.
Yes. There's no way.
So anyway, so we had yes, it's in Ohio. Yes.
Yes.
So we go to set up the live, and we've had one frustration after the next for the past like 3 hours, I swear.
Since 5 o'clock.
Since like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And
5 o'clock.
So
because that's when we started downloading the pictures.
Yeah.
Or we tried to download pictures.
Yeah, we want to show all these cool, awesome pictures we have. So we're trying to get them.
104 different things out.
We're trying to get them phone, from his phone
into my laptop, which is supposed to be synced and all this other stuff, and nothing works right. So then we tried to hook it in hardwire. Hooked it in hardwire, and then it crashed the laptop, basically. Kicked it off the internet, stopped the download, mid download or syncing of everything, and then we couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. Had no internet service on this, and then it wasn't picking up the hotspot or internet through the phone. So then the cloud system that we use, which is OneDrive, or I use, is OneDrive to connect my phone to my laptop. So anyway, once the internet connection was gone, it stopped all its downloads, but it still acted like it was still downloading. So we're sitting there thinking, okay, it's just downloading, we're going to wait. Well, then nothing was coming through. So then we couldn't get it back on the internet. So then we disconnected everything, and then Jackie took it back downstairs and reset it, got closer to the Wi-Fi. We finally got Wi-Fi back. And then the notification things for her thing was messed up because we were trying to change the time because we knew we weren't going to make the time.
Hi, Leanne.
So Jackie went in to try to change the time for the live stream. And then that got screwed up. And then it was locked her out, put it on private, so she couldn't change it. And then once we got the internet reestablished, then she could get on the laptop to go in and make the changes through the laptop.
It's going to be 6 more hours just explaining all the crap we had to go through to hit the live button.
Oh my goodness, that was to get. So she had to go to. I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep flowing because I have frustrations right now. I
get them out.
This out of here.
Get it out.
So then she had to go into the laptop version of her YouTube Studios in order to fix the time.
Yeah.
So then we finally like, okay, we got it. We got the live set up. We got it back on the computer, and we're like, okay, we're gonna leave it. She's like, hey, you want to hook your phone back up and try to download some more pictures? I'm like, no, I'm not hooking nothing up to that.
He has so many good pictures to show of this sun.
So we got a few that we're gonna be able to show, and hopefully maybe some things will sync and come through by the time, because I finally figured out my phone, for some reason, the sync for my OneDrive system or cloud, whatever it is, stupid technology stuff. I can barely keep up with it. But anyway, hopefully everything gets synced and we'll have more pictures to show. We have a few to show. but not what we had anticipated.
Yeah, Emily says we might be ready for a nap again.
Yeah. I didn't get a nap today. What are you talking about?
Because of all the frustration.
Oh, yes. Yeah, well, we almost, yeah. It's dark.
It's getting dark. So we decided we were going to turn the laptop the other way because we always have the red wall and the blue wall behind us. So we thought today we'd turn the laptop around so we could see the trees. You see the trees out there? You see the blue skies, sunset. And this is our tree house. This is the other angle of our tree house. Usually you see the red wall. And, well, Josh had an orange shirt on against the red wall.
Yeah, all you could see is my head and my arms. My body like blended in. Even with the chair there, it was pretty good. So I was like, no, we got to do something different. So let's flip it around. I'm like, okay. How do you guys feel while you were at the mountain?
Yeah, we're going to focus now.
Yeah.
No, this is nice too because it has all our patches up there.
Oh yeah, that's my adventure. That's our adventure patch.
Wall.
See, it says adventure. The first top patch says adventure, and then we have Serpent Mound patch. That was from our second trip. Then we got Pilot Mountain, which is the center point. Mm-hmm. Then we got Grave Creek Mound. Then we got Standing Stone State Park, which is another Indian, very sacred Indian spot on the wheel.
Yeah.
And we have Stone Mountain, Georgia, which is another sacred spot on the wheel, which is very desecrated, and not very nice place, in my opinion. Out of those 5, I would say that's the most negative energy place out of the 5.
That's the neg egg.
Neg egg. That's an egg egg, and that one's kind of in.
It's like a giant egg.
Yeah.
Coming out of the ground.
It is kind of like a giant egg. It looks like it, but I don't know. It's that snake. They call it Stone Mountain, but I've renamed it to Snake Mountain.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. But anyway, especially once, like, okay, so this whole trip to Serpent Mound, huh?
Talk louder.
I cannot talk any louder.
Yes, you can talk louder.
My voice will be hoarse in 45 minutes.
You're fine.
I can't talk louder. Can everybody hear me?
I feel like Josh doesn't get close enough to the laptop because he likes to recline back.
I'm not reclined. I'm sitting straight up. I'm not even reclined. I don't even recline when I was over there.
Yeah, but you're so far from it.
I am like 2 inches less than you.
Everyone tell Josh he needs to project his voice better.
She can't hear anyway, so.
Snake Mountain. Hey, Hallie's here. Hallie in the house.
Hey, Hallie.
Yes, the He-Man. You were the one who started us with that, with the He-Man.
Yep.
And the Snake Mountain because you're all just fine. We're here. They hear you just fine, Josh.
And stop complaining, Jackie.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll move a little closer. Okay. So anyway, Snake Mountain, Serpent Mound, all of these probably have connections to snakes in one way or another. And, oh yeah, we were told yesterday, by the way, that all snakes are evil and deceivious. And that we should watch out for the snakes.
Because they're going to deceive us.
They're going to deceive
us.
So anyway, if you believe that, I guess I suggest not to listen anymore because we don't believe that. Never do, never have, never will. Mm-hmm. Because I don't hold the Christian perspective. Because after you go to Serpent Mound, Snake, no. After you go to Serpent Mound and you see this effigy that is there, or if you see any pictures of it, pictures do it no justice. No. But when you can see it and you can feel it and you look at this beautiful piece of artwork, you would realize that the snake holds more of a place than a deceiver. But that's on you and whatever your belief system is. If you hold it that and you put it there, that's on you. If that floats your boat, good. Glad for you, happy for you, but that's not this guy's view or this lady's view or quite a few others, but Native Americans for one. But anyway, so we had an awesome time.
Yes.
There was no expectations. So when you hold no expectations, then it just really opens up the whole thing, the whole scenario to endless possibilities. Because we put expectations on things, all of a sudden now you put restraints on things and
disappointment.
And not only disappointment will most likely come by those expectations because free will of others, doesn't always meet what our mind's eye sees it to be. So, this was a very great weekend. A great meeting of minds and of energies, and on a great time at a great place. We we were there with it was Jackie and I, and then you do this part because you're better at all the introducing and talking about people.
So we had our trip planned, and we met up there with Seven Spalding, and we met up there with Leanne Ross, who was in chat here earlier. I don't know if she's still here. And we met up with My River Runs to Him, Shannon, and one of her friends came, Leanne Ross, and her boyfriend, husband came. And we had the best time ever. We spent 11 hours, almost 12 hours at the mound. Yeah. And it was a beautiful day. It wasn't too hot. The sun, it was all totally blue sky with sun, and until the sunset. Mm-hmm. But we put no expectations on it, like we said, and we just went and we relaxed. We had a nap in the grass. He had a nap in the van. We went, there was a festival that was down around the one side of the Serpent Mound. There was a little area that somebody had rented off, and they had stands set up there. I got this beautiful, let me show it here, closer up. It's a, you're probably not going to be able to see it at all. It's a sun, and it has a crystal in the middle of it. Just some homemade stands of stuff. Josh got a couple walking sticks while we were there. And
I got this one here. This one was it was a festival is what it was. It was a summer solstice festival is what it, and so I got this one here. This is an unfinished.
Yeah, they did that too, Emily.
This is an unfinished walking stick, and a lady had it in her booth with some others, and it just drew my eye, and so I went and got it and grabbed it, and it fit really nice in my hand. It's got a really nice balance. I've started collecting walking sticks for some reason. I've been drawn to them. They fascinate me, all different shapes and sizes, and on our adventures, when you get hiking around and stuff, it's a good idea to have something, because you're not always sure-footed. I'm a flatlander, so Indiana's pretty damn flat, and so my feet aren't as goat-like as I would like them to be sometimes. So I've found it pretty comfortable to have a walking stick when we're doing these things, because Jackie stays over on the secure spots, and I get a little curious sometimes, because she gets a little wheezy of the high spots.
Yeah, I don't like high spots.
So this was this one. This was the one. This was actually, the festival was really awesome. The Serpent Mound's gift shop was really very expensive compared to the festival. Yeah. The festival was really reasonable with really good food and really good things.
He is going to put a crystal on it.
Yeah.
Actually, a crystal and a turtle. And then, the turtle.
No, not the turtle.
Oh, the fox. Sorry.
The turtle's the other one. But then I found this guy here, and it's a hand-carved little fox, and it actually fits real nice here on the top of the staff. Mm-hmm. And so he's going to get mounted there, and then I'm going to mount another crystal on here, and then somewhere on here, I haven't figured out, but I'm going to inlay this flat stone of a fox that My River Runs to Him Shannon gave to me before they left. So and then I'm going to use tongue oil on this to finish it, to help preserve it, and then that'll give it a real nice deeper tone to it, but still keep it natural, because the tongue oil is more of a natural coating. Mm-hmm. So that was this one. And then I couldn't help myself, because that morning before we got there, on our way out, we seen a turtle on the road, and we're like, oh wow, a turtle. And then so then we got to the festival, or not the festival, but Serpent Mound, and we walked into the gift shop when we first got there just to look around and stuff, and there was one of these walking sticks that had a turtle on it, and I said, nah, I'll put it back, and we'll see what happens. So I put it back in the rack, and then we went about our day, and later on in the day we were just biding some time, because we were there all day long from the time they opened to the time they closed. And we went back to the gift shop, and he was gone. The staff was gone out of out of the rack, and I was like, well, I guess it wasn't meant to be. And then just before we were getting ready to walk out the place, then there was a odd rack over in the corner that I hadn't seen the whole time we were there. And in the rack was Mr. Turtle here, so I couldn't help myself, so I went ahead and got the turtle.
Allie!
Because like I said, I've grown to collecting.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Leanne saw a turtle on the road when they were leaving. And you know what? We looked up, I had to, of course, look up the meaning of when you see a turtle. And it basically summed up what our whole trip was. And it was, basically everything in its own perfect timing, and everything for a reason, and don't rush things, and just the whole representation of really what a turtle is, and how it protects itself, and how when it wants to be fast it can be, but it was just perfect. And Leanne, that's crazy. And Leanne has been seeing frogs for weeks now. And so we were sitting in the grass, just relaxing. And of course, there's a cute little frog right there. She spots it. And so it was like all the animals were speaking to us.
Yeah.
And at one point, and Seven Spalding put a video out of it. He had me tape it. He was communicating with was it a barn owl?
Barn owl.
Barn owl. We heard it in the woods while sun was setting over Serpent Mound. And he started to he does this beautiful owl hoot with his hands. And the owl and Seven were communicating back and forth, and to the point where the owl actually pulled forward out of the woods to a closer tree, landed in the tree. We got to see the owl, and Seven and this owl talked back and forth and communicated for a good, how long was that?
At least 5 minutes.
At least 5 to 10 minutes. Back and forth, and it was just the most incredible, amazing thing. So we had frogs, we had owls, and we had turtles, all within our trip. It was just, it was so cool, Allie. Oh my gosh. Seven and that owl. I have like a 10-minute video he posted on his channel, Seven Spalding, a 2-minute clip of that, of him and this owl going back and forth as the sun's setting over Serpent Mound after our most beautiful, incredible trip. Allie, yes, Hallie, she said that you decoded the frog. The frog for her. Go ahead, Neo. Go down. Hold on a sec. Go down. Go, boy. Go down. It's okay, buddy. Sorry. Our big German Shepherd's like, I don't have no room up here. You're stressing me out. So... Hi that way. Nice to see you. So we were, what was I going to say? Oh, Allie. So we were listening to Allie's live. She was narrating the book about Serpent Mound, one of them. And we were listening to her live on our way there, which, Allie, it was so incredible. As we're driving, we're like 1 hour to our destination, and we got to finish out the book with you there. And it was so incredible, just some of the insights from the end of that book with the
piezo
electric
ignition system.
And we actually Allie, we went to the stone that he was talking about with the piezoelectric, and how we didn't actually do the coin thing.
We were going to do the coin thing, tap on the coin, but a big chunk of it is buried now, from the erosion of everything.
Yeah.
And we got kind of, we thought we were being messed with, because we thought that because of the erosion of everything, we remembered the stone being on a flatter. It seemed like it was
down
on a flatter.
Further. Seven, and Josh
laying flatter. It just didn't seem.
Something did not seem right about where this, we call it a standing stone. The what else do they call it? A marker.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd call it. What do we call that? What would you call that, Allie? Like more of a...
It's not a standing stone. It's a...
Well, it would be a standing stone.
It is a standing stone, but it's a very large pillar that is... They said it fell off the side of... It was marked up top by the serpent's head originally, and then fell down the side.
No, well, they believe that somebody pushed it off
the side.
Over vandalism through the years, and it used to be at the head of the serpent, or at the end of the serpent. But what Allie was reading in her book was that it was used basically as a focal point for
the lightning
and static
and
electricity and different things, and to come in and basically supercharge the area. And then there is a belief that when this action happens, you can basically create super seeds.
Yeah.
And
Allie, you wouldn't believe this. Can I bring Allie up?
Go ahead.
Can Allie come up? What? Allie, would you come up? I wanted to talk to her about this.
It is a standing stone.
It is, okay. It's crazy because right in that area where that standing stone is, not very far along the path there was this vine.
Oh yeah.
That was like a dead vine, but it looked.
No, it wasn't dead.
It wasn't dead, but part of it.
It was a grapevine.
Yeah, a grapevine.
It was a wild grapevine, and it was as big as a tree at its base. We thought it was a tree. We didn't even realize it was a grapevine until somebody else in our group pointed it out, and it was humongous. It went 80+ feet in the air, every bit to the top of this very tip top of this tree. It had worked its way all the way up to the top of it.
And it made us think of the piezoelectric property that the area has, where all the plants had accelerated growth and things that are larger. I'm so serious, Allie. It was crazy because I thought of you. And the person who pointed it out was
Faye's.
It was Shannon Faye's friend who she brought with us, who is not even of this community. And he's not of this esoteric type stuff, but he's a really cool motorcycle dude, and he was awesome. He had all kind of cool knowledge, but he's not thinking of the stuff that we're thinking of. He was the one who noticed the extraordinary size of this vine. And that it would look totally unnatural, the size of it. Like it totally stuck out to him, which was even better because someone who was more of a lay type of person who didn't investigate this type of stuff found it. And then we thought of you, Allie, in the book, and how it said that things grow more extraordinarily because of the electricity from the sky, earth, electricity. But anyway. So that part was so cool. Allie, I'm going to put the link in here if you want to join with us to talk about some of that.
But it was amazing. It was the biggest grapevine any of us had ever seen.
Oh, it was. I thought it was a tree that had grown into another one.
Right, and the ages of us and the differences of each of us was pretty wide range, so we'd all have our different experiences in life and been in the woods and done different things. And so it wasn't like that. Like I said, we just at first just assumed it was a tree. And then we realized when it was pointed out that it was actually one of our grapevine, it was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was just, that was just one amazing thing that we were seeing there. But back to the stone.
Yeah.
We're not sure what happened to the one for sure thing about the big standing stone was that the tip of it's been buried, so you only see maybe about 4 feet of this thing, and then the rest of it because of the erosion of everything. Just shut the door. Shut it.
Now he's right there.
Don't complain. It'll be all right. They'll either make their way or knock things over or do something silly.
Since we've been back, I have not even seen Snoopy.
Oh, he's around.
I know, he's right here now. I haven't seen him yet all day. Snoopy.
Oh, Allie's waiting to come up.
All right, Allie, let me get you out. Yeah, I'm so excited. Everyone, welcome Allie Berry.
Hey, hello. Good evening, you all.
We just got really short. Let me do this other one here. This one's better. Hold on. There we go. That's better.
There we go. Yeah,
awesome. I'm like a professional almost.
Yeah, it's like you know what you're doing. It's cool.
We don't.
And what?
We don't.
Dang, you guys, that was cool with seeing you on the road trip too. Like, oh my gosh, that was like good energy. Such good energy. I know, like I do, like, I'm so excited that you guys went. I have such pangs of like, man, I wanted to be there so much too. And I know that I was in spirit. I felt it the whole time. I was there in my own mind too. But like, dang, dudes, it would have been so cool to be there.
Oh my gosh. Allie, we just chilled the whole day. We separated for a while and then we come back together and there were so many cool stands. Seven got this set of tarot cards.
Really?
At the stand, in one of the stands down there.
Oh my gosh,
set of tarot cards. It's called Seven. The name of the cards was Seven on it. And he's like, he opened them up. They're the most beautiful set of tarot cards I've ever seen. He's going to start doing readings from them. But
that's so cool.
And then they had this guy in this tent down where the festival was. They had speakers like all day long for the whole weekend. But we were just there for the one day. But this one speaker, he's talking about Turtle Island and how we were all like the beginning of like the evolution of the consciousness, and how Serpent Mound ties into how it's gonna be like an eventual like meeting place for the higher minded people, where they're gonna just begin to congregate, which we saw this weekend. But the people there, everyone was in this just such a high vibrational mindset the whole entire time we were there, from the people working there, from all the people at the stands that were set up. It's like when you go to like a really cool festival and there's like homemade stands set up.
It feels like you come home.
It feels like you come home. It was so cool because Seven, when he was buying the cards, the tarot cards,
there's like I was there.
I know. There was these three older, well, one of them was older anyway, ladies who were there at the stand, and he was just talking away to them, talking about just different things. And it was so funny because he didn't want to leave the stand, because he was like enjoying the conversation so much. And the older lady, she goes, "Honey, it's okay. Just go and play. We'll catch up with you later." It was
my gosh, that's adorable.
It was like, I know because she gave him her card, and they're going to try to hook up at a different place at a different time. And she's like, "Oh, honey, don't worry. Just go play." It was like a mama just saying, "Son, just go play. So cool. It's okay. We're still here. We'll be with you."
They reminded me of Three Gypsies.
Yeah,
Turtle Island. That's cool. That makes the story even cooler.
I know.
That's what my impression of it was when I walked up on them. I was
that's
like,
cool.
And they had and I was like, wow, that's so awesome.
That is awesome. When the first time that I visited the Serpent Mound, I was already interested and fascinated because that was the reason that I chose to go there. You know what I mean? I was already thinking about things like that, but it was in 2014. It was many years ago. And I am an entirely different person, like probably 10 times over at this point, at least. And, but when I was there though, during the solstice, it really put me on a different path in my life because I had experiences there that really put a lot of things into perspective, and things that are even more into perspective now in my life in this just day alone that I wouldn't even maybe seen last month, So let me say, I even like, this was something that I picked up while I was there, which changed my life too. I mean, it's a mess now. You can tell I've taken it so many places with me since 2014, and like, it's like all stained up and stuff. And like, I learned so much from being at that space by being surrounded by all those people at the festival and having that experience. And hey, while you were there, was the gourd lady there? Did you happen to see the gourd stand?
No.
I wonder. She was so cool. I wish I could remember what the name of her business was. It was like very clever, and it was so. And she just had like
so many stands. Yeah, it was so many stands set up. But when you were speaking, what you just spoke, it is so true about that energy. I mean, because like I said, we've been there 2 other times before, and the energy of the summer solstice, even though it was a few days before it, just that energy of it and the celebration of it, and the people there to come together for the summer solstice. Like you just said, the renewing of it and the whole other breath of life that was like changing has penetrated both of us like so.
Oh man!
Because I mean, for us to go on a trip and like not have like zero friction, zero issues, between the travel, staying someplace different,
road raging,
things
not going right,
and then
dealing with other people also,
other people around you, the tense of not ever meeting people.
Under
that's a lot of stress.
It's a lot of stress and everything, like you said, because when we travel, it's tense for us because when we travel, we're usually on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
So, or something that we really like have planned that we want to occur, and there's a lot of expectations we put on it, and we didn't put any expectation on this trip at all.
That's awesome,
and it's like
I love it.
And like the growth of Josh, this trip was like so incredible,
exponential.
Because the only thing I put on him before the trip was, please just be nice to me. Not that he's not always nice to me, but just because the stress of trips can put that extra.
It's not that I'm not nice. No. It's that I'm not as soft as I need to be sometimes.
I
feel it.
Like when she's stressed or needs me to be softer.
Yeah.
I'm not real good at that softer side of things. I'm like, get over it. Pick it up.
Yeah.
Pick yourself up by your bootstrings and let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
That's my mentality of things. Sometimes I need to be a little softer. It's not necessarily that I'm being mean, but she's not used to that either. She's not used to that sternness that I bring sometimes, and that's where my work on things is that,
and he did his work, and he was so kind the whole weekend. He was patient with me. I could really tell that he took that extra, and not that I needed it, and not that I really needed it. It was just like it was like a nice.
It was just real nice.
It was just a nice bonus that I knew that. Because I can get a little irritating, and I can get, a little. I want everything.
We all have our things.
Virgo, I want everything to go like this,
Yeah.
And and when they don't, it just causes me an extra and it was none of it. It was so beautiful, and I just
took an extra breath every now and again when it didn't meet my expectations. See that?
Right.
I had no expectations, so I didn't.
There is there is nothing wrong with that. You're right. There's nothing wrong with being hard and it's just not even being hard, it's just being truthful, and it's it was just so nice, and even Seven, he caught Josh in a moment, because I opened up the honey buns, the Little Debbie's honey buns. I opened up all three sides of it to get into it, and it triggered Josh a little bit because his honey bun.
And I have a certain way I open the honey bun
He has a certain way he opens the box.
I know it, dude.
One end so he could slide them out. I opened up full on.
All of them. And inside he's like.
He does. That's what he was doing. And Seven, it's so funny because Seven caught it. We were at the cabin the night before. Seven caught him and he's like, dude. He's like, dude, that's your wife.
It's just honey buns.
It's just honey buns. What are you cringing about?
That's cool.
So then he went over and he punched all the honey buns.
My gosh.
We got to Serpent Mound, and then
after we got there.
She ate a honey bun.
Yeah.
And I got ready to say oh, they're just going to be smashed before the end of the day. And I didn't. I went over and smashed them myself. I punched them all, smashed them all. I go, that's it. I can't be mad at nobody but myself now because all the honey buns are smashed.
Because
I can't worry about it no more today.
Yeah,
that's right.
That was great.
Hey, I like that. That's like a preemptive measure, man.
It is. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. And you know what, too? As you're speaking about these things, Josh, it feels like it seems like you had a really good time, and it feels like you really feel good. And so even we are truthful, we realize that everyone, is uniquely different, and that we all have slightly different languages, and learning how to be with the people we love the most. There is the bending and the working together. It's it makes us even more strong. It's so cool.
You're right.
And when you guys were talking, it made my heart feel like it was sparking, of excitement. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
I know. And it was so funny because
there's no room for you.
Yeah, there's no room for you.
There's no room for you, big guy. You want to be on camera? Look, you are.
Yeah, you're on camera.
It's okay.
I know.
This is Neo, everybody.
And who's the black cat?
This is Snoopy. That's our forever kitten.
Oh my gosh.
He'll never get any bigger. He's just he's a forever kitten.
I said that about Marble. She's 18, and then she like started having some like slowing up, and she gained weight.
Yeah,
she's not a forever kitten anymore.
Yeah, well, maybe maybe this one. I know it's okay,
but maybe not. I thought too forever.
Yeah.
Neo's mad because she's holding him.
Right?
Yeah, that's why.
Jelly.
Yeah.
Jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
my gosh.
But it was so funny because Seven was the one who like he was like the catalyst that like broke that spell.
That's cool.
That was over Josh of like back from prison.
Of that moment.
Everything had to be like in a certain space, a certain way. And everything had to be packed a certain way or it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
And like having that third person out of love, just saying.
It just points something out that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever pointed that out to me before ever or said that,
Yeah.
And so
he enabled you to all of a sudden become a witness of your own thoughts in a moment that you were triggered. That's freaking awesome.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly. And then it was up to me to make sure that I didn't let that become, come back or creep back in. And so, like I said, that's one of the reasons why I punched I was like, okay, fine. I don't know what else to do. So I'm just going to ruin the honey buns because that's like the worst thing in my mind I could think to happen. And I didn't really ruin them. I just smashed them, But in my mind, that was ruined. They were popped open and smushed.
Right.
And by the time we got home, there was only one left anyway. And
I'm sure they tasted very good.
They still tasted just
like the same. They probably just had like a wee bit less icing because it was stuck to the wrapper.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. That is fine. Not a problem. It's okay.
That's cool.
It's okay when things aren't exactly how you want them, it's okay.
It's true.
That's life.
That is life. And it's true.
And, even if you think, there's only certain little things you can control. Well, really? You think you can and you control them at that moment, but really at any point in time, somebody's free will can change that control factor of things.
Yeah.
Of how much control you actually have. So we're
the one who signs the meaning.
What's that?
We're the ones who assign the meaning to it.
Right. Yeah. That's very true. Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So it was like
I got an itch. Sorry.
It was just a really great trip. And it was, oh my gosh, Shannon, my river runs to him. Shannon.
Yeah, she just subscribed to me and I just subscribed to her. That's so cool.
She is amazing. And her energy is like off the charts. She sees things in the sky and explains it in such a way I've never heard like that. When we start showing the pictures, the sunset, Allie, it was you were there. You were in Ohio. A totally blue blank sky the whole entire day.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Today too, actually gorgeous.
Yeah, exactly. But then right at sunset, right before sunset, we saw one plane go by, but then there was this system.
Only one. There was only one plane. There wasn't a bunch of planes. It wasn't. And all of a sudden, go ahead.
All of a sudden, like Shannon talks about on her channel, this system comes in. And just the stuff that you see at sunset, and it did not move the whole entire time till after it was dark. Like it
was totally holographic.
Yeah,
it was off to the north of the sun, right, and then it just kind of moved as the sun was coming down. It moved itself, and I know rotation and all that kind of stuff, and then it just sat in front of the sunset.
And we got such incredible video.
We drove. It was even in the dark on the way home.
In the dark, yeah.
It was still in the same horizon because we drove the same direction for hours and hours and hours, and we're like, "This thing's right in our face. It's right here." And at one point, that thing looked like the serpent-headed Serpent Mound eating the egg.
The head we have a picture.
Oh my gosh!
And whenever, I have that one on mine. But and then at the end of before we left, because they abruptly kicked us off. Luckily it was open till 9:30, which surprised us.
But at 9:15,
9:30 at night.
Yes, we were there at sunset.
Yeah,
it was supposed to close at 5.
Yeah,
are they going to be open on Tuesday that long?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, man! I wonder if when's the Denali going to happen?
Yeah, because they were staying open till 9:30, so we were actually able to be there for the sunset.
But they actually at 9:15 is when they started telling us.
They started us to get off, and they were like, "Get off,"
because there was only 3 of us left, 3 vehicles left. There was ours, Seven's, and then Shannon's were the only 3 left. We were the only ones left because we were like trying to get every last minute
of it.
And 9:30 was just around the corner, and they're like, "Nope, you got to go, We're locking the gates."
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Wow. That was so cool. Oh my gosh.
So we went down the hill. We went down the hill off the Serpent Mound and onto the main road there. And then we see Shannon pulled off on the side of the road filming. And then we see Seven pulled off on the side of the road filming because it was still so incredible at those last minutes.
Man.
That was in front of there. And at first it looked like a phoenix. It looked like the Firebird that they talked about. It looked like the Thunderbird.
I waited on a lady this morning with a phoenix tattoo, huge phoenix tattoo on her arm, and I was just like, "Oh my gosh!" I just am linking up with that with what you're saying right now.
I know.
Continue.
And then as we pulled away more, then we saw it actually looked like a serpent eating an egg. I swear to you, we have a picture of it. It's amazing.
That is cool.
And it didn't move. I'm like, it's been like an hour, and this system has not changed.
Oh my gosh! Will you send me the picture?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, you don't have to do it this moment. Just whenever.
No, I know. I will though.
We've got Forever Kitty.
Yeah. It's Forever Kitty.
Yeah.
Who loves to be held forever.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
I love that. So now it's like too, you went out into the world and like you recharged your energy, you freshened it up. It's like it gives us perspective that like we don't have to do the days as we always do them, and we can do anything, I know that there are needs, like the people that depend on us. And, like sometimes we have to eat and go to the bathroom and take the showers and things like that. But like, there are things we can do. I love that. Mm-hmm. Dang, the mixing up. Your energies right now feel so much lighter. Like,
it's so great to hear.
It's
and
cool.
Like I said, because I was texting you, like the two hours before we were live, we were in complete, we were at each other because we're both trying to figure out how to do something on this stupid laptop, and we couldn't figure it out, and our internet was screwing up, and my live stream I had set was messing up, and it was like, but it
was not working out.
We broke it. We were like, nope, because we were both like, well, we're not going live because he's snipping at me, I'm snipping at him. Let me try. No, you try. Why don't you try this? You know how that goes. And
so when we broke her, she took her, she went downstairs.
I went downstairs.
And I reminded her before she went downstairs. I said, "This isn't us." I said, "This is the system wanting us to
not go live."
It's true, dude.
To do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yes, I know." And then she went downstairs and relaxed.
Let me get Shannon's channel.
Then she got once we just refocused for a second.
And just let it go.
Because we both have so strong energies, right?
Let it
so
go.
then, like when we're both in chaos next to each other, it's like the two magnets pushing each other against each other. Real
I feel it.
Repelling. And then heat. So then once we separated and refocused and recentered and brought our energies back to where they're supposed to be, a more focused point, then she was able to get the internet to work again. We were like, okay, we got that to go. And then we ended up
a new stream. And
we had some time, so then we went outside and took a walk out in the backyard, looked at the garden, and just took a deep breath, and then we got refocused and came back in, and it's like, okay, we're going to do this. We got it figured out how we can show a few pictures here, we hope, and then the few that have come through, and then
that's cool.
So it all just smoothed out.
But also at the same time, even when those things arise, like we have emotions for reasons. So I mean, like it surely is more pleasant to reside in a space where we're not feeling resistance, but it's not necessarily the place we're supposed to be. All of these things are opportunities. I hope. I hope.
Right, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm saying with the energies or with like when, the words we use, like mad or anger and things like that.
Yeah.
These are just words that have been taught to us of what these things are, but they're really just energies. And they're the energies that we're given to deal with the situations at hand, right?
Right.
So and we're not taught how to deal with these or use these energies properly.
We're taught to suppress them.
Right, exactly. Suppress them and oh, that's a bad thing that you're getting mad or you gotta control that. You got to control that. And how they teach us to control that is just to basically repress it, like you just said, not to use it, because it's an energy. So you take the stupid name off of it and stop looking at it for what society wants you to look at it, and look at it as energy.
Yeah.
Then you realize that when you're getting supercharged like that, that you have what you need. You just got to figure out how to use it. Don't get
there in other languages, the way their languages work. So like here in America, we say I am angry, but in like other like Romance languages and stuff, the way that it is spoken is I am having anger.
Right.
And it's not like I read that in that Women Who Run with the Wolves book. I think that's where I read that. And it just really impacted me to even just that slight little change. Instead of just assigning yourself, now I am saying that I am anger. I have become anger. Right. I am angry. No. I am having anger. Right. That's different. Doesn't that feel like forgiving?
Right. Yeah.
So I've been thinking of that when I start assigning myself as being an emotion anymore.
Right.
And it feels like, wow, I have a lot more room here because I am feeling this emotion, but I'm not. It's not that I'm not only this emotion. You know.
Exactly. And and what that opens in is an excuse. Or I have an anger problem, or I have an anxiety problem, or I have whatever. Well, no, you have if you have anxiety, that's an energy of some kind that you need to deal with your situation at hand. It doesn't mean you can't handle it because you have anxiety. Whatever word they put on it to make you think that, it puts handcuffs on us and we don't even realize it a lot of times.
I love that that's what you said. That is the absolute downline on that whole process, because literally it really is, because it just creates a crutch for then it just says, you're right. That's how I am now. And here comes another day. And here comes another day. Here comes another day. Yeah.
And you never have to face or deal with anything.
Exactly.
Whatsoever, Yeah. And sometimes that anxiety stuff is stuff that really needs to be dealt with. You need that energy to deal with that situation,
Totally. You guys are so cool.
And then we had the extra tension of the weekend was that, because I didn't drink over the week. I didn't drink for there. Seven didn't drink. So I had my every time I go away, you go away, it's your R&R,
and you normally drink.
Rest relaxation. I want to have my couple beers while I'm sitting at the fire. And Seven was there, and he was feeling the same way. And so we were both. I drank so much water. I was in the bathroom, I swear, every 5 minutes. So I had that extra.
That's really good for you.
It was.
Awesome.
And Seven didn't drink, and I didn't drink, and so it was like we were both. It was like us overcoming that. You're away, you're on your little mini vacation, and it's like, what do you do at your hands?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, what do I do with my hands now? Where's my water? I'm gonna get another water.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we overcame that too on top of it, which was
that's cool.
And where we stayed at, we had no internet.
There was no internet.
Dude, that's so cool. I love that.
I know it was. So we sat by the fire, and we made a fire and just talked. Just talked and
people
just
do.
were.
Oh, and look at the stars. The stars were amazing that night.
Yeah.
So I said, there will be more trips in the future. You know this, right? I'm going to have wheels very soon. Even if it's not the Denali, I am. Yeah, and then it won't be so hey, I'd come if I had some car.
No. Hey, no. Next time I'm going to know a little bit more about what's happening sooner, and there'll be a backup plan.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I hear it. Yeah.
Next time there'll be a backup plan of something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Because as you're talking about fires, I know we're gonna sit around some campfires. It's gonna be great. Yeah. It's gonna be freaking great. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dang. Well, how wonderful. What a trip. What an experience you got to have.
There was still the Seven got a couple times. He got a little irritated. Josh got a little irritated a couple times just because of the not knowing and the lies of what we're told of what this place is, and
the things that people spew and say that are not true, and you're just hearing the regurgitation of things, and there's no real thought and nothing.
Dude, that's been something I'm really working through in everyday life.
Yeah.
You know, doesn't it seem to like hit stronger with the people that we really like or love, or, you know, if it's just like, and it's okay that anyone can have the thoughts that they want to have. But like, I feel you, the anger from things that are espoused through our entire lives that then build this paradigm where we are.
Right.
What?
And it wasn't our group. Our group was, was brilliant. The weekend was great and brilliant of ideas and thought and the coming together of ideas and nobody judging anybody else's opinions or thoughts or values or beliefs, and just listening to each other. And
I love it.
It didn't matter if we didn't agree or hold that same view or any of that kind of stuff. It didn't matter. What mattered was listening to each other and understanding what each other's point of view was.
Yeah.
Because we'll never, it's really hard I can't have your point of view because I'm not you. I can't stand in your body and look through your eyes.
But we love your point of view.
Right. But
I love looking through your eyes. I love looking through your eyes. I'm like, I want to snuggle right inside of her and look through her eyes.
I love you.
So cool.
Amen. It's a sharing experience. And that's the thing, is because like you were saying, we can't be anyone but who we are, which is just precious. This experience, we're the only ones who could have had all of these experiences and to view them the way that we did, and then to continue understanding in new ways and then sharing it with awesome other people. It's like, man, it's just really cool. I find we all have these little lights of ours that we just let them shine. Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it was so cool because right at the end, probably the last like 20 minutes of the sun setting at Serpent Mound, there was this older gentleman. There was only a few of us who actually stayed for the actual event, the actual sunset. And there was this older guy who was we were like at the perfect viewpoint of the head of the snake, eating the egg, and then the sun coming through these like two sets. We'll show pictures real soon here.
It was right off the line.
Trees, and the sun comes right between, and the way it hits right on there. And it wasn't quite the solstice, but it was pretty close. But this guy was there. He said he comes like every year to get the solstice pictures. And, so he was there, but he was so tickled by us.
Yeah.
Because we were all four of us were all filming like with our cameras and trying to get different angles. And Seven was all giddy like a little kid, and Josh he's soaking it all up. Cool. And this guy just like, he was so, I could tell that like our energy just made his whole trip, his whole like, what I mean?
Awesome.
He was like giggle about stuff we were talking about because he wanted to get the perfect shot too,
Yeah, that's cool.
He was like, who are you peeps? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
he's like, you guys are my kind of weirdos.
Yeah, exactly.
But the one thing was he didn't really know our whole gist of things and our belief system of things, because he was a regurgitator of the story, the native story.
Yeah.
And he was one of those guys that I was talking about just a second ago that was just perpetuating the narrative of things.
Yeah.
But he knew something of more, he never questioned it, but he talked to another younger group. I was kind of eavesdropping, but it's kind of hard not to when you're out in the open public forum, and to hear somebody speaking.
Yes.
So anyway, he was telling this younger group of guys that were asked him to help take a picture. And then, so he was explaining the area but he explained the meteorite and stuff and all that kind of stuff. But then he went into he explained the meteorite, but then he went into the whole mainstream narrative of things of like, that's why it's built and the uprising. And so that's, the Indians knew of that and made this a sacred spot. And that's why they built here and da-da-da.
Yeah.
And so I was like, so he was open to the idea of it being a greater place, but that was as far as it went. But anyway, our energies really tickled him, like Jackie said. It was just to see somebody that was interested in the solstice and when it was and what the place was meant for, because that's in his heart. He knew that was a great place. I take nothing away from that guy, because he knew in his heart.
Yeah.
That's why he came there year after year. And he said one interesting thing he did say was that this year was the third year that the sky had the exact same cloud pattern and colors.
System.
Same cloud pattern and colors the last 3 years, because this was last year.
How cool!
I remember him saying, I didn't hear that.
He was talking to Seven and I at that point in time.
That is cool. You got to link with someone who has that kind of personal experience.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, here was another cool thing. When we first got there, Seven and I and Jackie, we were walking the Serpent, and we got down to the head of it where there's a lookout point. And Seven and I were standing, and we were talking to each other back and forth. And we got to the point, and he goes, he stopped, and he took a deep breath, and he goes, "Oh, this is where I met the lady, the gray-haired lady with blue eyes right here, and she talked to me right here in my dreams."
Something he dreamed about.
And then this lady, this Indian ancestral lady, didn't catch who she was. Her name was Gloria. That's what I remember. I remember her name from the whole day. Her name, and I couldn't forget her name. I still remember her name. Her name was Gloria. And she comes up to us out of nowhere. She was off to the side, and out of nowhere, she comes up to us, and she goes, "Oh, the gray-haired lady with blue eyes? Oh, I know all about her." And she starts talking to Seven. She goes, "Oh, yeah, I've had her in my dreams. This is where she walks. This is part of hers. She's the native."
Oh, my gosh.
And then so she was, and it was amazing because this lady starts talking. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of people there's like 10 people around us. And she's telling us about how
she sings to the mound. She goes to the mound. She sings to it and plays instruments and goes to different places and kind of like the same kind of stuff we does.
And she doesn't visit everybody. And if you've seen her in her dreams, and you're meant to be here and things like that. And then she realized there were so many people around her that she like stopped talking, and she goes, "Well, I'll catch up with you guys later. I'll see you again later in the day." And then she went scurrying up the hill, and we didn't see her for a long time after that. And she went up back to the festivals where she ended up, because we ended up coming up and around, and we got back to the top of the hill. And I just happened to look up, and I see Gloria across the field, and she was going to the festival, because Seven goes, "I wonder where she went." And I go, "Well, Gloria's going right there back to the festival." And he goes, "Oh, well, we'll catch her over there."
Mm-hmm. And we did. We caught her up later.
We caught up with her later and talked with her for a little bit.
That is so cool. Dude, energy lives. Thoughts, things, they exist, and we are drawn like magnets. We are little batteries. Yeah, oh my gosh. Dang. Well, dudes, you know what? I'm out of water and I gotta go to the bathroom. I think I'm gonna jump off here, but I would love to continue in the chat and see some pictures.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming up.
And thank you too. I love yous. I can't wait until there's more in the future. It's gonna be
I can't wait for you to come here. We are on your first trip once you get your car and settled.
Dude,
we are your first trip.
Come. That's a great idea. Dang. Okay. All right, I love you. So I'll see you in the chat.
All right. Thanks, Allie B.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's so great.
Now we're gonna try to share.
Some of our pictures.
I think
if Josh can figure it out again. Well, you gotta hit share first.
Sure. Okay.
I think share. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Right.
Okay, Satorian Sun. Thanks for stopping in.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for hanging out.
Son. Thank you.
It was window, wasn't it?
So. There it is.
And then there's that. And then you want to share. There you go.
And then we're going to start here.
And then you minimize that, I think, so you can see your screen. Not sure. There you go. And then you can minimize. There you go. Maybe try clicking on.
No.
Now go back to that other one. We're trying. You don't want to remove it. Here, hit one of your things down here again, maybe. There you go. Let's see what you can see here. Here, we can look on here. All right, we're trying to share some of the pictures here. Let me see if it's coming up. It might take a minute.
Okay.
It's still in the big picture. Oh, we don't want to show that. It's still just showing the big one.
Can anybody tell us what you're seeing? You seeing just the video or just the screen?
Yeah, it's just that one. It's not showing where I clicked on it. I'd get off of that one for now.
That's what you told me.
And hit. We're trying. Hold on.
What? Why are you saying that? Who's complaining?
Nobody. I am.
Then stop saying that.
Okay.
Because if nobody's complaining, then who cares? We're working on it.
We're working on it. Let me try again.
Nope, wrong button. We did this once.
Screen. Yeah, we did it once.
Before we got on here.
Oh, that's how we did it, wasn't it? And then you clicked on that in the red. Wasn't it?
Okay.
One more try.
It doesn't. It's been fighting us on trying to show these pictures all night long. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time.
Yeah, I don't think that was.
Hold on. You might be able to. I'm just trying. No, I did that.
Yeah, we did that one.
Yeah.
All right. Because I think do you have to pick a different? No, that's for the tabs now.
Oh no! What
I do?
No!
Oh, you may have picked this. Yeah, go back to the StreamYard. There you go.
Okay.
StreamYard plus 2 more. No. There you go. Try share now. There you go. All right, so you got that much. Now, if you try to go to, I don't know, Josh. I'm not sure how you do it. You could remove it and try it again.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to this.
Now try clicking it. Oh, I think we may have gotten it. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Doesn't look like it, Josh.
No, I don't think it's going to either.
We have to do a better job at figuring out how to share pictures. Because the last time you had it put on your. What you can do is you could try it from your phone.
Try what from my phone?
Pull it up on your phone and just do the camera.
It's not doing anything. Hold on. Totally.
It will allow you to choose a specific screen to share. Click the box to allow sound if you want to share audio. Yeah, we're trying that. It's not.
Screen share.
We wanted to go to his.
When you screen share, there are 3 tabs at the top.
Yeah.
That allow you to choose from different pages to share.
Try the slides, maybe.
Okay, I'm going to try something.
We're going to try something. We're almost there. It's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. Hey, Natural Born Rebel, how are ya? What's up? Trying to share some pictures here from our trip. When you figure it out, let me know.
Who's that?
Emily.
Oh.
We'll let her know because she wants to know the same thing. We had it earlier.
Hold on. I might be able to show a couple pictures.
We might be able to at least show a couple here.
Oh,
nothing in there.
Nothing in there. There should be 6 pictures in there. Nothing in that one either. I swear.
Oh, well.
You can give up. I'm not giving up yet.
Not giving up yet. Okay. I know sometimes if you had it.
Hold on.
All right. He thinks he's getting it.
Oh.
No, it's not it.
I do have a cool screen recording about LCD screens and polarized lenses, but I don't want to get a strike. I have to do something to the video before I do that. So let's see. Oh my goodness, there's nothing here. It doesn't want to give us anything, guys. I'm sorry. We've really tried. My phone doesn't want to act right with the desk, with the laptop, and hold on.
Just go to the pictures again. Go to the camera roll. No, the camera imports. One more try here.
It's the same small group of pictures. Yeah. It doesn't count for anything. Who's in here? Sorry. Wow, that was super loud. That's not what I thought it was. It was a restoring of a deck we did. Since we have it open. Just a little quick clip there. Okay.
Remove from stream. There we go. All right, let's try one more time. So it was in there. You want video?
Maybe.
No.
Well, let's see. Yeah.
Maybe it's downloads.
I don't think there's anything in there.
No.
Okay. I don't know. Wise Dome?
No. Here the Wise Dome.
I know, but maybe they put something in there.
No, it didn't put nothing in there.
Well, you never know.
I know.
Yeah, this sort of way.
Oh, you let me try. Let me try, because whenever I try, it never works. Let's get rid of this.
I don't know. What are you getting rid of?
Edit name, remove from studio. That was the extra one.
Let me see if I can get one sent to the.
Get one sent so we could have one. Don't give up on us, guys.
See, it says they're all downloaded, so I don't.
Online. It should, if whatever is showing here, should come up. We went to share. No, that's not going to work. It was up, but it wasn't on our thing. Oh, I think I just may have messed us up. I don't know.
Go back to stream. Oh my God, what are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing. I think I messed up. No, I didn't mess up. Okay. If you include every single word oh, wow, that's really cool. Oh, well, we can't figure it out because we can't figure it out how to do it.
Because none of the files are there. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll do it again another day for the pictures.
Or we'll just post a video that has the pictures in them, probably.
Yeah. Or you know what? If you download a video with the pictures.
Yeah.
And then you could share the video. I know how to do that. But that doesn't help. Let me see if I can get one of mine. Here is one. Look how good that picture is. Look, isn't that awesome?
No.
So that's not going to work, but.
Not only we need to figure out how to bring it up on here. That's the other thing.
Yeah. Which we don't know how to do yet, but we will learn. We will figure it out.
Trying to move some stuff. Let's see.
Blinded by, yeah, exactly. It was blinding by the light, for sure.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I think we did it though. You tapped on select a picture. Now, if we could get the things to go on there, the pictures to go on there, then that would work.
But I can.
I know.
Do it this way, but
it won't go to that though.
Let's see.
It's different. Got that on there. Yay! We got Google on there. If you share a picture from on your phone here, turn your phone lighting way down and it works. That's what she does.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I'm going to try something here.
We'll try one more thing.
No, I see what to do.
But that doesn't make it on.
It will, though.
It will, okay.
I think.
We think. Hold on.
I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go over here. Right.
No. Turn the lighting way down, she said.
Yep, I have no idea.
Okay, we tried. Oh yeah, there it does see a little bit better there now. Not much better though. Oh well, who needs professionals? Yeah, we do. We do kind of.
If anybody lives close to Indiana and wants to help teach us
how to do that, we'll figure it out by the next live stream because we did it before.
We have done this before.
We
did it on the Wise Dome one.
Yeah, but you had it in a thing on the desktop. You had it saved to the desktop. So.
Okay, well then let me try. Well,
we'll do it another time.
I'll get you frustrated.
We're just gonna get frustrated. You'll hook us up. Okay, thank you, Rebel, for sure. So, hi Meep, what's up? What's Serpent Mound? Meep, what's Serpent Mound? It is a earthwork effigy in Ohio. You're going to make my way. Yeah, we're going to figure it out. We just can't figure it out right now because it's too hard to figure out whenever you're actually live to do it.
Well, I think part of the problem is that not everything is... We're trying to go through one drive.
Yeah.
Or one, whatever the hell this is called.
One drive.
Yeah. Anyway, and it's in mid-download, and so I only have like a third of the pictures downloaded, not even. And so that's messing with things. And then they're not sharing properly on the screen, so I don't know. Once we figure out the share part, we'll get it.
We'll play with it another time.
Now I can't even get pictures. Maybe. I'm going to show...
He's just going to show one of them.
Since Jackie did it. Turn the brightness
down. Yeah. Now it's thin against there. There we go.
No, it's still glaring.
It's still glaring. There it is.
But that thing right there is that grapevine we were talking about. And like we said, we first thought it was a tree, but then you get looking at it, and this is from a little ways away. I'm down the hill a little ways, and then you get up on it, and it's the size of a small tree. And I've never seen a grapevine that big in this area anyway. So anyway, that's one picture. Here's the monolith or standing stone that was at the bottom of the hill at the head of the serpent. And then let's see. My little pictures won't do it no justice, but anyway, here's
yeah, there's the two trees, and then this is the head of the serpent there. Right, I can't do it. The head of the serpent's there, and then the sunset comes between the two trees there.
Yeah, and the sun comes down through the two trees right through here. And that's from ground. Like I was using my shoe as a tripod. It worked out pretty good. Here's our square sun. Here's pretty square too. I don't know how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a circle, but so freaking bright. And it took forever adjusting my camera to get anything to come out whatsoever. Here's a crooked moon.
Yeah, the moon was out in the morning before we went there.
For those that don't know, this is supposed to be straight up and down. Straight up and down. You're never supposed to see it any different in your sky. And for some reason, it decides it wants to do this or this. It just depends. It'll go this way sometimes across the sky, and then sometimes it goes like this across the sky. But anyway, just watch it. You look out one night and you'll see. If it's out. Could not be out for I ain't going to get into that one. Just pay attention to the moon. You'll see.
Thanks for stopping by, Rebel. Oh, what?
The halo pictures. So I finally got enough. That's a halo. Okay, the sun's in the middle of that thing. And I'm using the trees to kind of filter the light to try to get a better picture of things. And that's the halo that's around the sun. Let's see. Here's another one that's kind of hard to see.
It was such a whiteout.
And you could.
Sun. We were so bright.
We were sitting there, and I had my feet. I was barefoot, and I had my hands in the grass, and I had my eyes closed, and I was just soaking in the sun. And you could the light changed behind my eyelids. I was like, did it just get brighter? I said, because I had my eyes closed, and I was just sitting there, and you could how when you have your eyes closed and the light, you can tell when the light gets brighter or something changes. And I could just feel it, and I was like, "Wow, what the heck is that?" And I asked everybody, "Did the light change?" They're like, "Yeah, it changed." Let's see here. Here was real close to sunset. Let's see this. Even it doesn't give it. It doesn't show what I'm showing. Mm-hmm. It's not that bright on my picture, but there's like a double. I don't know what's happening because I've got it way. Oh, here's a good one.
That was a good one. It's a glare. There you go. It was an amazing trip. We really just soaked in all of it.
You actually get a better sunset at the tail. You get a better view. This is at the tail. And the view you have from the tail is better than I think than from the head.
Yeah.
Here's where it was really, really bright at one point.
Yeah, Josh is going to put out a really good video with
I'll put them together. I got a bunch. I got some video footage of walking down through the trail that I'm going to put out, and then a little video section on the monolith, I believe, and a couple of the cave cavern, like little areas that we found on the trail. I'll put these pictures together from sunrise to sunset. Here was one point into sunset.
Oh, that was a good one.
Like I said, there's a distortion from camera to screen here, so it's not. They look actually a lot better than that.
We'll get it figured out.
That was a good one. Anyway, we just kept going. That was just before the sun went down. And that was it. And then I found a beautiful video about melting rocks and what happens when you melt a rock with solar energy. For all those who may be interested in any of that, I'm going to put that in the video here soon too, because I found my melted rocks at Serpent Mound. The last two times we went, I never found anything that resembled. In my mind's eye, I didn't see anything that was. In my eyes, in my mind, I didn't find anything that resembled the concrete, but I didn't know as much from those first two visits as I had learned from my other travels and other things that I've studied. So anyway, in one of my videos, I'm going to show where I think is some ancient concrete and other melted concrete rocks and stuff. So anyway, just some different things, because our trip was about us meeting and coming together, but it was also, we're studying these places when we go to them. We're exploring as much as we can without getting kicked out or getting in trouble and trying to find out.
Don't want to get in trouble.
As much of the secrets and things that they don't want us to know about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of the park around. There's a lot of the land around Serpent Mound that you're not allowed to go to, which is probably where most of the stuff is. It's just like most places. There's a lot of places you're not allowed to go to, and you're only restricted to this. So when, you know, like a magician's trick, look here, look at this hand while this hand's actually doing the trick, you know. And so they want that's that mind's eye. Look here. There's nothing else to see, folks. We've already shown you everything there is to know. When really the true secrets are around the corner, but that's just what we found in these different places. Like at Stone Mountain, I call it Snake Mountain. You can't even walk the base of the mountain at all. There's not even a trail anywhere, nature trail anywhere close around the mountain itself. All the trails are away from it, and the only scenic route you can take around the base of that mountain is on a train ride. There's one side you can get really close to, and that's the side the monument's on, and the rest of it's pretty much off limits. So that tells me there's a whole lot of something around there that they don't want us to see or know about or start asking questions on. And then it's other places too, like Stone Mountain or Pilot Mountain. You're not allowed on top of the mountain. You're not allowed to use drones there.
And in Serpent Mound, you weren't allowed to use drones either.
Drone restriction at Serpent Mound now. Yeah. We were really surprised they let us on the mountain, or not on the mountain, but on the mound, because the last 2 years they hadn't allowed anybody up there, and then this year all of a sudden they allowed everybody up there, which is great. It should be, everybody should be allowed to freely come and go from there. There shouldn't even be a time limit, but you know, our land, their land, whose land, I don't know whose land. Anyway, that's all I got.
That's all I got. I feel drained of all my words.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. So we will get something together with our pictures, either on Josh's channel. We'll make a video there. I'll figure out how to share the pictures on here.
Well, she's got pictures. She's got to make a video
I gotta
too.
Put some stuff together. I got to put some stuff together too. But thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Thank you, Allie, for coming up on panel and talking about it. And we just wanted to share a little piece of this journey that we got to experience with y'all. And you know what? Go out and make your own journeys. Yes. Find some places you need to go to or are called to go to. Meet up with some people that you feel led to meet up with, and make a difference in this place. Because you know what? I think we made a difference this weekend.
I think so.
I think so. And we will see you all next time. This is Jackie and Josh Fox.
I never know. Jackie, I know. What?
Jackie Fox. Hey, Debbie, we're just finishing up. You are late. Sorry. We're just finishing up. Go back and watch it. Thanks, everyone, for coming by. And we'll see you next time, sooner than later.
See you, Leanne. Love you all. Love you, Haley.
Bye.
Love
Thanks,
Debbie.
guys.
Love you that way. Me. Everybody who showed up and came and listened.
Haley that way.
Listen to our crazy babbles. We love it. Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.